This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of March 2019. If you would like a personal or private reading, or one of those incredible soulmate readings, or even the exciting tea leaf readings, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via my website where you can book or purchase readings. Aries, I'm going to start with your teacup. Have a look at what shows up in your teacup, what stories and symbols there are. And then we'll do relationship reading and finish up with tarot reading. Now your teacup has millions of things in it. Very, very, very busy teacup this, which makes me think you've got a very, very, very busy month coming up in the month of March. I see an arrow pointing upwards to a question mark and an upside down bird perched next to it. That's very interesting. And a little fox above it. So I think you've been left hanging with something. You are awaiting an answer on something. It is actually on the road to success. That answer to the question you're looking for. It will end well. At the moment you've been left hanging though. You may need to be shrewd and resourceful to find your eventual answer to that question, or something that you are waiting for. That definitely is showing up there. I see a butterfly with a caterpillar above it. So, and what's interesting is the butterfly is below and the caterpillar is above. So a change for the better occurs. And you also get the caterpillar tea leaf card. I'm sure you've seen that already. So there's definitely some kind of change, but I don't think the change is over. You're going to have this change for the better, but there's going to be more change coming in after that. That's definitely showing up in your teacup. I see a heart with an arrow through it. So Cupid's arrow is going to be striking somebody in the month of March, very most definitely. I also see an eagle taking off, so someone that has a particular, and I see lots of birds flying above that, and a wishbone. So it's a situation that there's been an obstacle or a problem with. It's going to move out of the way. A wish will be succeeded. There's lots of news coming in around that situation, whatever it may be, and whomever that message applies to. Like I said, very busy teacup this, so I think Aries is going to have a lot of stuff going on in their lives in the month of March. I see a bell, which means there's some kind of announcement. I see flowers around the bell. So whatever this announcement is, and for whomever this message is, it will bring you much happiness in the month of March. Nice teacup, lots of nice messages in there for you. We have a look at the cards that come with that teacup. You get the caterpillar, as I mentioned before, which says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So wherever you've been stuck, wherever you've been held up, wherever you are awaiting an answer, in March there's going to be a breakthrough. Something will change. That tribe oracle card says you find a place where you have a sense of belonging. You may have felt you're kind of hanging in there at the moment. You're neither here nor there. You don't feel quite as if you've arrived at a place where you feel like you belong. But in the month of March, this is going to be happening for you. The tarot card that comes with that is the 8 of Fire, and in this particular deck, it speaks about transformation and change, big change and transformation happening for you. That oracle card, though, says that this change and transformation sends you on a path where you find a place where you can belong. It may be is that your career, your job, your projects, the things that you're busy with, they just don't feel like they're settling where you feel like you've settled into it. But in the month of March, this will change, and you will find you settling into what you're doing, or settling into some new version of what you're doing. But settling is the key word that keeps coming through. You're going to feel more settled in what you are doing. Now, your relationship cards, the 2 romance angel cards that you get is playfulness and finances and career. So in March, you get a lighter-hearted attitude in where relationships are concerned, in existing relationships and if you're looking for relationships. You may have found that lately you had your focus was on your career or on finances or on materialistic things or trying to pay your bills, whatever the case may be. That's where all your focus was. So you were finding your manifestation was happening there. But now in March, you're going to feel more inclined to take your focus off that a bit and have a more light-hearted time. The protection card speaks about you actually take your power back like that. You've been kind of handing your power over to your financial life, to your career life. Now you want to take it back and you want to feel happy again. You want to feel more lighthearted. And especially within a particular relationship, that loyalty card says you feel like you need to right a certain relationship. Maybe you haven't been giving it enough time and attention, and it's been suffering a bit because of that. And you decide you want a little bit more romance in that relationship, a bit more fun in that relationship, so you pursue that in March. And for those of you looking for partnerships and relationships, you do the same. You've kind of been really focused on the materialistic side of your life. You feel as if you've handed yourself over to it, your power over to it, and you want it back. So you start trying to have more fun. You try a more light-hearted attitude, and it does good for relationships. You can maybe draw someone in even then. That's a bit more light-hearted, a bit more fun. You might have better luck drawing in relationships as well, because basically what you've done then is you've righted your relationship life. You feel as if you're righting your relationship life. You're putting attention and the right kind of attention back into your relationships again. So that is positive change happening within the relationship realm for you in the month of March as well. So your tarot cards tell this story quite nicely, because the Five of Earth says you may feel a little bit. Remember I said you weren't feeling settled, you weren't feeling like you're belonging, and that Five of Earth actually says that much. You see the cat sitting outside in the cold, and he's looking in through the window where all the cats are sitting warmly snuggled up together by a fire. It's that kind of feeling that you have at the beginning of March. You know, you feel as if you're quite not part of something, as if you don't belong, as if you've almost been left out in the cold. And this could have come around, the Five of Fire says, because you were competing for something. You were trying very hard to get something. And the competition could even have gotten to the point where it was slightly unpleasant, you know. Even if you're just competing to get work, and you weren't physically competing with somebody for the work, there's still that feeling that you're competing with lots of people out there to get money kind of thing, or to get up in your career, you know, make your way up in your career. So that could have been a lot of what was happening. And that Seven of Sea says you realize you could have been grabbing at bubbles, you know, air bubbles, that you become realistic. You realize you've got to balance work and play. You realize that, you know, in the chase of going after something or competing for something, you've now forgotten some part of your life. You've alienated some part of your life, even possibly your partner. And that final card, the Earth Queen, says you then realize you need to also spoil yourself. You need to look after yourself. You need to have much more fun. You need to give yourself a day at the spa. You need to have a day resting. You need to spend time with friends and have fun with them. You need to pamper yourself, basically. That Earth Queen really speaks about pampering yourself. So you realize that by the end of March, you come to probably quite a healthy conclusion that you need to spend more time having fun with your friends, paying attention to your family, your relationship life, your body in general, you know, that kind of feeling. And that you've possibly been focusing way too much on one particular situation, to the point where it left you feeling alienated, and possibly you even got into a bit of battles or skirmishes with people in trying to achieve a goal. But that's all going to change by the end of March, and you're going to shift your focus and attention, and you're going to look after yourself and have fun and pamper yourself. Very nice. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.